I'm pretty sure that we all have our dreams, our targets, our goals, our objectives, our desires, and in order to bring them into our reality from wherever ether they hide in, we have to see them in our head first, and then we have to take action. So in my second video I talked about how we have to take care of our bodies, our ships, our vehicles, in order to have more energy to go after these goals and desires. But in this video I want to talk about our minds, our ship captains, and I want to tell you about the power of visualization and how you can use it in your everyday life, and how it just might give you that extra little 10% that could make a difference. So first I want to tell you what visualization actually is. Second, I want to share my personal experience with it. And third, I want to show you how you can apply it in your life. So let's build it up. A hammer, a force amplifier that converts mechanical work into kinetic energy. What a simple tool, a stick with a heavy end attached to it. Yet this simple tool has helped build many wonderful things. From houses, cars, armor, furniture. There are many types of hammers. The ones that drive nails into the wood, the ones that shape metal, the ones that crush rocks, and the ones that crush heads. There are small hammers, big hammers, and very, very big hammers. There's over 40 different types of hammers with different types of uses. Stony Brook University found out in 2012 that a simple shaped hammer dates back to 3.3 million years. I assume it was just a little rock without a handle. And then 30,000 BCE, before the Common Era, some genius had a bright idea to give the rock some extra swing. So he attached a stick or a bone to it and wrapped it with leather. And the hammer became #1 tool for building, maybe food gathering, for protection. So why am I talking about hammers? You see, because just like this hammer, everything you see around you, everything man-made, once started out in somebody's mind before it came into reality. What do you associate with the word visualization? The definition of the word visualization means it's a representation of information, maybe a place or object or a situation. But a lot of people, me included, might think of something else, and I want to address that. As a kid, I really enjoyed movies. They were my windows to the other worlds. I enjoyed James Bond movies, the Star Wars movies, Lord of the Rings movies, Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And I wanted that life, to travel, the cool looks, the toys, the superpowers. And then back in 2006 came along the movie called The Secret, and it told us that if you want anything in your life, you just have to see it in your mind clearly. You have to feel it emotionally, like you already have it, be thankful for it, and then let it go. And then somehow, some way, sometime, it will surely manifest in your life. Fantastic! Because all you have to do is sit quietly in your room, visualize the stuff you want, and then it will manifest. I mean, oh boy. I mean, great genie, what shall I wish first? And roughly at the same time, the new age boom, the self-help boom just exploded. And so I went out there and I devoured all the law of attraction books, the self-help books, the manifestation on visualization. And it gave me some sort of, it was like a drug to me. I got addicted about it. They promised you so much power and so much that you were the creator of your life. So I got stuck with the idea, but the dreaming was all I did. But dreaming without action eventually turns the dream into a nightmare. So after years of dreaming, I understood that one thing was missing from the equation: work. Lots and lots of work. So self-help books, the law of attraction books, they are wonderful. I love them. They got me started. But I wanted to be clear that I'm not talking about that visualization per se, but a more realistic one where you apply your clear vision with the work. And just like the hammer needs the idea of what to build, where precisely to strike, and with how much force. And now I want to share with you my personal experience with visualization, a life lesson as you will. So you can see one way how it can be applied. I've always been an independent child. Nobody has ever given me like actual direction in my life, but that has left me kind of directionless. I think I've had over 15 different jobs. I've sold strawberries in the parking lots. I've been delivering newspapers in an ungodly hour of 4 in the morning. I've worked as a housekeeper and a gardener. I worked in bars as a cleaner and a busboy, and nightclubs as a cleaner and a fire marshal. I also made sandwiches in a Subway rip-off style of place. I worked in multi-layer marketing company, kind of like pyramid scheme type of thing. I've also worked in clothes store like Zara and Bershka, but mostly I've been a bartender and a waiter. I come from a small country, but I've lived and worked in big cities like London and New York. And I have switched jobs like somebody switches socks, and I'm never satisfied. So in short, I started working when I was 16, I left home when I was 17, and by the time I got 25, I started to see a pattern. You see, lots of places that I worked, it's pretty normal for staff to flow in. A lot of people who come there just stay there for 4 to 10 months, and that is normal, so did I. But I also saw a lot of men and women who were like 33, and they were still cleaning floors, and they were still cleaning tables, and they were still folding clothes, and they had no idea what to do with their lives. And so now here I was, 25, I was working in New York City in an Irish restaurant somewhere in West Chelsea. It was a good place, lots of famous clients, and I remember this one day, hot summer day after double shift, I was just packing up things and it just hit me. What am I doing with my life? Like, this place, as all the other places have people in their 30s, 40s and 50s, is this gonna be my future as well? Nah. I had no college education, no vision, and I was in my mid-20s, so all my friends were just finishing their universities and starting with their lives. So I decided there and then that I want to change. I want to find a profession and I want to build a career. But which one? Aha! And here enters visualization. So you see, I was in the United States only for the summer, so I had 2 months to figure out what I want to do with my life. So when I get back to my country, I already know what path to follow. And so I started visualizing. What if I'm a carpenter? Lots of splinters now. What if I'm a mechanic? Yeah, working with machines. Where though? Garage? How? Under the vehicle? Lots of oil probably. Nope. What about lawyer? Lots of courtrooms dealing with criminals. Too strict? No. Oh, I know. Maybe a pilot. Get to fly, see lots of countries. But then again, sitting in a small space. I tried on professions in my head, like somebody tries on clothes in fitting rooms. I tried to get into the job. I tried to picture myself doing it, collaborating with colleagues, getting myself into situations, and getting the overall feel of the job that I was taking on. And I tried to feel this little click. And then over and over and over again, I returned to this idea of computers. I mean, I love technology and I love video games and I love computers, so why not learn to talk to them in their language? Haha! Eureka! Computer programming! Super! I get to have a cozy office, I get to have my own desk, get to have triple monitors, solve little logic puzzles, and get to tell everybody that I'm a programmer, because to me it sounded so mystical back then. So for the rest of the summer, when I was walking to the Irish restaurant, I passed by Google headquarters, which was also somewhere there. And this time, now that I was this big shot programmer in my head, I was really taking a look at the office. And I was picturing how I'm in this, I have a suit and tie and I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna sit down on my desk, I have triple monitors, and do whatever the programmers do these days. But then in reality it took me 4 years to get an education, to get confidence enough to build up my portfolio enough so I could walk into a job interview and ask for the salary that I wanted. But I did it, and now I do have a cozy office and I do have triple monitors and I do kind of know what I'm actually doing. I love this job. So what I want you to take away from this little story is that you can use visualization to kind of eliminate the things that you don't want in your head. Try them on, feel if they click with you, and then leave only the thing that really resonates with you, and follow that feeling, follow that emotion that you have inside, and then it will give you the force and focus to go after it. So before I finally want to show you how I use visualization, I wanted to demonstrate you how powerful the pictures, the images in your mind actually are. Here are some simple experiments. First, the orange. Picture in your mind a juicy orange in front of you. It's freshly picked and very clean. Now let's cut it in half. Beautiful color. What a lovely smell. Hold it in your hand. Smell it. See it. Tell me honestly, does your mouth start watering just a little bit? Just a little bit. 2. The heights. Picture yourself climbing really high. And then suddenly your safety rope just broke and now you're looking down. Do your hands get sweaty? My hands always get sweaty even if I see somebody climbing on the rope. Just watch the movie The Wire. It's really cool. Joseph Gordon-Levitt rules. 3. The turn. Now try this with me if you can. Stand firmly on the ground and start reaching behind you as far as you can. Did you try it? And now in your mind, get quiet and picture yourself turning again. Just turning again and going a little bit further. And enjoying the feeling of going further, having more reach. Now open your eyes and try it again. Did you go farther? Like, did you have the potential to go farther in the first time? I'm pretty sure you did. But why didn't you? This is important, guys. You need to change your beliefs and you need to see the results in advance. Execution is everything, but it does not happen when you don't have this confidence and this certainty. Visualization can give you this certainty, because if you are certain, you just do it. 4. And if you're still not convinced, picture in your head a little baby smiling at you and grabbing your finger. Do you want to smile back? Does it make you feel cold or make you feel warm inside? Now finally I'm gonna tell you how I do visualization and how you can apply it in your everyday life. Basically there's a short version and a long version. The long version is more powerful, but in everyday life I use them both. The short version. So at my work sometimes there are obstacles. I don't know how to code some special feature, or some client asks something new from me that I've never done before and I just can't find the answer. I get frustrated. So what I do is I sit there quietly just for 1 minute. I go into my mind and I picture that I've already found the answer, that it's already, my client is satisfied and I am satisfied. And what happens is that gives me the boost, the extra little motivation to go back in there and just start finding the answers. And usually that little confidence boost that it gives me is enough to find it. I don't know how it works, but it works every time. So for example, if you lose your keys, sometimes you're looking everywhere for them, but you can't find them and you're like, I need to go, where are the keys? But then just take a minute, go into your mind, just see you're already holding your keys, you're being happy, you're walking out the door and you feel this satisfaction of finding the things you lost. And then look again, maybe they're behind the pillow or in your pockets usually. And that little extra boost will take away that frustration. I hate giving presentations, standing in front of a crowd. It makes me nervous, little butterflies in my stomach, but it happens a lot, and it helps that if you picture yourself standing there with confidence, smiling, giving your energy out to the crowd is loving it, they're clapping, they're laughing, everything. And if you play it out in your mind, it kind of takes off the nerves a bit. It does. The nerves, they don't go away unfortunately, but it helps a lot if you play it out in your mind first. So try to do it as much as you can, with even little things, everyday things. Just try to build it up in your head, see the results in your head first, and then build it into a habit. Now, the long version. If you have a bigger goal, buy a house or a car or get a new job, find a quiet moment, like 10-30 minutes, sit comfortably, relax the tension in your body. For that you can use the short version, that go into your every body part and feel them relaxed already. Then breathe slowly and start seeing yourself in your new home, for example. How does it feel? Is it spacious? Is there enough light? Is it warm in the winter? Are the floors silent when kids are running? How is the back garden? Is it nice? Is it a nice neighborhood? See as much detail as possible. Walk around in your headspace, in your image, touch the walls, feel the floors, smell the rooms, hear the kids playing outside. Are they happy? you know, picture neighbors coming over and offering their cakes and pies for the first time, and feel the real emotion inside. Feel the happiness of owning this house, it's yours, and try to get this click. And then when I am truly satisfied with the image, it doesn't take long, 10-30 minutes, and I too feel this satisfaction inside me, this little click that I've done all I can this time, or I've spent all my energy. I just finish up with I'm being grateful. I'm being grateful that I have it, and I slowly come out the relaxation. And then if you're looking for houses, then go back and look for houses in the market. Talk to people or whatever you do when you want one. Behind your actions, you want this force and focus. And just like the hammer blows, visualization gives you this force and this focus to your action. Thank you so much guys for watching. Like if you can, hey, maybe subscribe. And remember, you have this one life to achieve the things you want to achieve. So get clear on what you want. And you don't have to know how you will make it happen. You'll figure it out. So see you in the next one.